Hello. The Vibe Cube channels its will through me as stuff keeps happening. So what's up? If you're into diaper stuff, you're gonna love this one. Researchers at a university in Japan have found that you can replace up to 40% of the sand in concrete with shredded used diapers. You can have a house made out of shitty concrete. Yes, according to science, you can have up to 40% of the sand be replaced with shredded diapers without losing too much structural integrity, although you might want to drop it down to like 20%-ish. They made a test house out of this material, so they made a test house out of the shitty diaper concrete, and I mean, it's standing, it works. The goal here is not to make our concrete have more diaper in it. The goal here is to find something to do with used diapers, and while this is one way we can do that, it does mean that we have to find a way to scavenge together a whole bunch of used diapers into one place. So this is really good for getting rid of used diapers, but also like logistically, it's kind of hard to just have a ton of used diapers on hand. So we'll just need to wait for the next big innovation in the diaper technology space. But in the meantime, Jeffrey Epstein was blackmailing Bill Gates over an affair that Bill Gates had with a 20-year-old Russian bridge player. I played video games this weekend. So here's the story. Bill Gates had an affair with a 20-year-old Russian bridge player. That's a thing. And then Epstein also met this bridge player and was like, hey, I'll pay for your college tuition or something. So the bridge player went to college and she learned about programming. And then Jeffrey Epstein went to Bill Gates and was like, hey, you gotta reimburse me for this. The subtext being, you have to reimburse me or I'll let the world know about this affair. And also you need to contribute to my philanthropy funds. Billy Gates got the email and he was like, So he showed it to some other people and they concurred that it felt like blackmail, and here we are. Now, Bill Gates maintains that it was a mistake that he even had a relationship with Epstein in the first place, and the Russian bridge player was like, I didn't know who he was, I just assumed he was a successful businessman. It is up to you to choose what you believe that they believe. Just one more Twitter replacement. That'll do it. Meta is reportedly close to releasing a Twitter competitor that's sort of aligned with the Instagram brand, but instead of being Instagram, it's just Twitter. Said another way, Meta's working on a Twitter competitor. The interesting thing about this rumor is that it is apparently going to have interoperability with ActivityPub, which is the thing that Mastodon is built on top of. This means that Mastodon and Meta's new system would be able to just seamlessly work with each other, which is actually kind of cool, and not the same as Blue Sky, which is a different protocol that doesn't work with Mastodon, that was made in spite of Mastodon. Blue Sky is essentially trying to make Mastodon, but using private tech VC fund stuff. Point being, we have way too many Twitter competitors now, and none of it is necessary. I'm on Mastodon. I like Mastodon. I run a Mastodon server, but I don't think that we need a Twitter replacement. I think a bunch of millennials just only know to post things on the internet and don't know what else to do with their time, and so they're desperately looking for the next Twitter. But I have never met someone in my life who is not already on Twitter that was like, man, I really want a new Twitter. Nebraska, which I'm told still does exist, is the latest state to legislate that they hate bodily autonomy. The state legislature has passed a bill that's going to the governor's desk and is expected to be signed. It will ban abortion after 12 weeks, and it'll add a whole bunch of rigmarole to youth trans healthcare. I have read the bill so you don't have to. It bans abortion after 12 weeks. It has exceptions for rape and incest and threats to the mother's life and whatnot, but not really anything past that. As for the trans healthcare restrictions, it just adds a bunch of arbitrary rules around getting the healthcare. It also spends like several pages talking about kids getting sex reassignment surgery. That's not happening. Stop it. Adult trans people don't even tend to get that surgery. It's cost prohibitive and has so many complications. But I did want to read you this tidbit because this is directly from the bill. The bill that Republicans in Nebraska all voted for explicitly says that gender is different from biological sex. A quote from the bill, section 16.3. Gender means the psychological, behavioral, social, and cultural aspects of being male or female. Still a bit limiting, but the spirit is there. Lightning round. The NAACP has issued a travel advisory against Florida, citing that it is an openly hostile state to minorities. There is a pretty cool open source project that you can make sort of your own ChatGPT that can access your files and like give you answers based on everything you've ever written. That's kind of cool, and you can check out the link in the newsletter. A group of TikTokers are banding together and suing Montana over the TikTok ban in the state. Facebook is being fined 648 million British pounds sterling over mishandling user data. Apple has banned employees from using ChatGPT at work. WeWork, a company that's basically just a very big landlord, has tumbled in stock value to 50 cents a share. And finally, a man was killed and his two sons injured by a hand grenade that they accidentally set off when going through their grandfather's old stuff. Don't pull pins on grenades. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode of Stuff Keeps Happening. Head to stuffkeepshappening.online for sources, bonus content, and magnets. My name is Endeavorance. I'll be back on Wednesday. Take care and be well.